Hey folks, this is David Smith, Correctional Officer Lifestyle. I got another video coming towards you. This one is about ultimatums between supervisors and staff. This is when a supervisor gives you an ultimatum, okay? I still don't necessarily agree with ultimatums, but sometimes they're necessary. If you've got a staff member, officer, sergeant, whatever, that's being a complete knucklehead, and you call him into the office, and he is a knucklehead from the second he walks in that office, and you give him the ultimatum, look dude, either you're going to change or we're going to start putting conversations on paper. It's not the healthiest way to go about it. It's probably not the best way to go about it. But if the situation warrants it, then it might be the only way to go about it. Now, you have agreements between supervisors and staff, and I don't count those as ultimatums. An ultimatum has a negative connotation to it, and that's why I particularly don't like ultimatums. An ultimatum has a negative connotation to it. But an agreement, for example, you have a sergeant supervising an officer in a dormitory, and the sergeant walks in and says, hey man, check it out. Do you have a problem with me going out first yard? You take chow, and I go out second yard. That sounds like an ultimatum, but it's not. It's an agreement. That officer says, well, Sarge, actually, I'd like to go out first yard, and if you could take chow in second yard, that'd be awesome. You know, they agree with one another. That's not an ultimatum, that's an agreement. And those are necessary. But if you have an officer that, let's say you're swapping out halfway through shift for alertness in the towers, for alertness on post. You take an officer out of a dormitory, you put them up in that post halfway through shift. That other officer comes down. Now, if your officer took their equipment with them, and they gave this other officer their equipment in the tower, and this officer comes down and just completely disregards you, walks right past your dorm with their lunch box over their shoulder, and goes somewhere else, yeah, that might require you to get the negative connotation of an ultimatum. But if that officer comes back to the dorm and says, hey Sarge, I've been trapped in that tower for 4 hours, you mind if I go feed chow? I'll come back, we can deal with second yard. That's an agreement. That's an agreement. In case you're wondering, yes, that has happened to me. And it was a female officer. No names will be mentioned. I wouldn't do that. But it has happened to me directly. So that's why her came out of my mouth. I would never call her by name. Won't do it. She knows who she is, but I won't call her by name. Anyway, that's all I got for this video. Ultimatums are bad. Don't use them. Agree. Even if you have to agree to disagree, ultimatums are bad. Don't use them. It's David Smith, Correctional Officer Lifestyle. I will see you guys in the next video.